Alright everybody, we're going to talk about why you need to travel the world now. Not next year, not when you retire, but right now. So I'm going to go over my main points I'll be talking about tonight. And the first being, you only live once. Our time is our most valuable currency in life. You learn a lot of history while traveling the world. And there are ways to travel that will cost you little to nothing. And we have the power to create our own free time. There are no rules in life, and if I influence you guys in any way today, I want you to remember that. We have the power to create our own free time. So, my personal experience. To give a little history lesson about me, I learned how fragile life can be about 4 years ago. I realized I needed to go out and explore the world for myself. To really experience what's out there besides my little bubble in Las Vegas, Nevada. And most importantly, to learn how to really, truly live. So I began researching on how to go and wander the world, and I developed a desire to drop everything and just leave. And so I did. Easy for me, one might say. I was 20 years old, I lived with my parents, and I had no kids. And that's not the case for a lot of people who are here today. However, I did sacrifice what I did have. I saved enough money for a long backpacking trip. I quit my job. I postponed school while the rest of people my age were securing a degree in college. I had a lot of negative feedback from friends who were going to school. They told me that I was being irresponsible for putting my life on hold. And I will say, it's true, it wasn't easy picking up the pieces at all whatsoever when I returned home. But I will say that I just began continuing college again. I found a new job, and I'll tell you, not a day goes by where I regret going traveling and wandering around the world. So I have a clip for you guys. I hope this goes smoothly. My first topic, and that is you only live once. Life is short and it can end at any moment, and you want to make sure that you have no regrets in life. And I will tell you, at the end of my life, I do not regret running off to travel. I would say that I regret not taking risks, if that were the case. And this is exactly what your bucket list is for. It's things that you strive to do before you kick the bucket. It's things that you daydream at your 9-to-5 job. So if traveling is at the top of your bucket list, then why are you putting it off? The older you get, the harder it is to take time off. And also, life will always continue to throw new pressures at you. So also, travel opens your minds and it broadens your perspective as well. Which brings me to my third topic, my favorite topic. So time is more important than money. And when it comes to travel, having enough time is more important than having enough money. So there are three main currencies in life, and that's time, energy, and money. And there's three stages of life: when you're young, when you're an adult, and when you're old. So when you're young, you have time, you have energy, but you don't have any money. When you're an adult, you have energy and money, but you don't have any time. And when you're old, you have time and money, but you don't have any energy. I don't think that you should push back your time to travel the world. Which brings me to my third main point, and that's you learn a lot while you're traveling the world. There's only so much material that you can learn from reading books. So while you travel, you experience and you learn other cultures. You see history face to face. One might ask, why do I have to put my education on hold? My response is, experiences give you the best wisdom of all. So you can learn and see ancient history face to face. You can go travel the temples of Angkor Wat. You can walk the Great Wall of China, gaze over the valleys of the Grand Canyon, hike 3 days to see the Inca Trail in Machu Picchu, or view the Leaning Tower of Pisa. I can go on and on. But when you encounter these wonders of the world, you can see them up close and learn face to face. Which brings me to my fourth point, and that is you can always do volunteer work in exchange of free accommodation. So you can take your career or passion across the world with you. So if you want to travel for long periods of time, you can volunteer for clinics or organizations across the world. So I'm going to give you guys 3 different examples of things that I've personally encountered. The first being this little nonprofit organization in the Atlanta Animal Welfare. Thailand has a massive problem of stray cats and dogs. They have about 3.5 million stray animals across the country. On Koh Lanta, there's a nonprofit organization called the Animal Welfare, and it's basically for a rehab for cats and dogs, and they also sterilize them as well. And one other place that I ran into was called Free the Bears. This was based in Laos, and it's a sanctuary to protect these bears. And they also provide free accommodation, transportation, and food if you just go and volunteer for them and take care of the bears and clean up the sanctuary and whatnot. So my third example today is going to be World Packers. And you can utilize this basically around the whole world. With this company offers volunteer experience throughout over 100 countries. It's designed for those who exchange their skills for accommodation. So it's in exchange for farming, working for hospitality, or teaching English in different countries. And these are just 3 of the few many places that you can do so to get free accommodation or to travel for a short amount of time. So I want to close my speech with one of my favorite quotes. It's from a book called Vagabonding by Ralph Potts, and it's by Tim Ferriss. So for all the most important things in life, the timing always sucks. Waiting for a good time to quit your job, to have that kid, to take that dream trip. Sadly, the traffic lights of life will never all be green at the same time. Conditions are never perfect. Someday I'll do this, or someday I'll do that, is a disease that will take your dreams to the grave with you. And if it's important to you, and if you want to do it eventually, just do it and correct course along the way. Fortune favors the bold. Thank you all for coming to listen to my speech today.